Hi everybody, Steve Bear here, and we're going to talk about the convention items that came out, and I just want to share all of these with you because they are wonderful. They're the things that get me amped up. So we're just going to dive right in. Here's item number one from the convention kit. This is the kids kit. Now, sometimes essential oil blends have a tendency to appeal to certain people at certain times and not to everybody. I think that doTERRA has nailed it when it comes to making and formulating blends that everybody is going to love, including adults. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they ultimately turn this into some sort of adult line because it's really amazing. All right, so these are the kids oils: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And there are 2 blends each for the heart, for the body, and for the mind. Okay, so let's talk about heart first. This is called Steady. It's a grounding blend. And it is delicious. It is delicious. A couple of the oils that I like in this are the balsam fir. It has also has Magnolia in it, which we will talk about in just a second. So this is a grounding blend for kids to just feel a little bit more at ease. When things are kind of swirling around in their lives, they can apply Steady to their temples, to below their ears, to back and neck, and feel more grounded. Okay, so that's Steady. The next one for the heart is called Brave. And Brave is right here. It's the orange one. Brave is delicious. I love Brave. Has a lot of citrus oils in it, while the orange, but then it has osmanthus, amyris, which you can't get by itself, and has cinnamon. It is so sweet smelling, but it is called the Courage blend. So one of the things that I think we need to teach kids is that a simple smell of an aroma can give them courage, or actually it can appeal to them in a time when they need a certain emotion. Just so like us adults, we use balance when we need to de-stress. Well, let's teach our kids to use Brave to have more courage. When they're afraid to go to a sporting event or to a new activity, a new friend's house, when there's something stressful at school that is on their mind and they're fearful, let's have them apply Brave. And what I like to do with all my oils is I like to put it in my hand and then cup it around my nose. So this is another fantastic new offering. All right, for the body, we have Stronger and Rescuer. So Stronger is like the kids' version of a protective blend. So On Guard is the protective blend. Stronger is the protective blend for children. And it was formulated to not have any hot oils in it, so it doesn't have cinnamon in it or clove, which are the hot ones that are in On Guard. Instead, it has Litsi and juniper, cedarwood, frankincense, and rose. So this is a much more mild version of a protective blend, but again, when kids are feeling a little bit like something they're coming down with something, then this is the oil to use, in addition to maybe an On Guard touch roller. The next one for the body is Rescuer, which is a soothing blend. And so this is not Deep Blue, which is the other soothing blend. Instead, this has Copaiba and lavender and spearmint and an oil that I don't even know. Xanthoxylum. That's a new one. So it's a soothing blend, so this is something that can go on their bunks and bruises, and that smells really good. I guarantee you that. So these, again, are all crowd pleasers. And then we've got for the mind, Calmer and Thinker. So Thinker is our focus blend, and Calmer is our restful blend. So you'd use Calmer for sleepy time issues, and then you'd use Thinker for helping them focus on their different tasks. So that's the kids kit. That's the thing that I'm most excited for. Second most excited for, let me reach over the camera here, is the new Balance deodorant. Let me be completely honest with you. doTERRA's original natural deodorant did not, it stinks. Well, it doesn't stink. It didn't have enough protection. It did not work for me. And I have put Balance deodorant to good use over the last week, and it works. And it works just like the other natural deodorant that I had found that I had adored up until I found Balance grounding deodorant. This is going to come out in different flavors, if you want to call it, different aromas. There's going to be a citrus bliss one in the future, but perfect for the family for a natural deodorant. I mean, when it comes to stuff in deodorant, I mean, things are in traditional deodorants that have been linked to a lot of damaging health issues such as aluminum and Alzheimer's and any number of things. I think one of the first toxins that we can eliminate from our body and from our experience is actually switching out our deodorant. Next, this is the On Guard mouthwash. It is less than half full at this point. It's been a week since convention, and my children love it. So what we do is we'll brush our teeth with On Guard toothpaste, and then we have those little flossing pick thingies that are really, really convenient. And then we follow that up with some On Guard mouthwash. It's very strong. So for children, which all my kids are adoring this, but they have to dilute it just with a little bit of water, just like you did in the past with Listerine, where it was like way too strong, so you put a little bit of water in it. So do the same thing with the On Guard mouthwash. It has more cinnamon in it, so it tastes like Big Red gum. So that's a really good thing. Next is the Copaiba Softgels. I'm going in my order of like my faves. Copaiba Softgels. As soon as Copaiba was released last year, it became the thing to make as part of our daily regimen for our brain health, for inflammation issues, to make us a little bit healthier on a cellular level, along with frankincense. So they made it a little bit more accessible by putting it into soft gels. You might wonder, well, why aren't there frankincense soft gels? Because frankincense is in the Lifelong Vitality XE Omega pills, so you don't necessarily, if you're taking that, then you're getting the same benefit. But if you want to add Copaiba soft gels to your daily regimen, it helps with inflammatory issues. And overall, I hope I don't get this thing doesn't get scrubbed for compliance, but anyway, it just helps for overall cellular health, supports that. All right, next favorite item is Magnolia essential oil. I think they said like there's, I have to look at my notes, but it takes 5,040 blossoms to produce 15 milliliters of Magnolia. This is Magnolia Touch, which means it is pre-diluted so that it is a little bit more cost-effective for everybody to enjoy, just like they did with Jasmine, Neroli, and Rose Touch. You're gonna use this for feeling a little bit more open. It has a kind of a heavenly, resplendent, it helps with confidence. It reminds you that you have a purpose. One of the things that we like to teach in our essential oil groups is that every single essential oil is tied to an emotion. So if you want to feel more of something, then use that essential oil. This is going to be coming out, they're going to be updating what we call the emotions book here shortly. They're going to explain, not doTERRA, but another group is going to explain what the emotion for Magnolia is. So that's going to be exciting. The next thing I'm excited about is Yarrow. Yarrow has been growing in Bulgaria for the last few years, and they have finally released it on the market. They ended up putting it into a pomegranate oil base, and it's something that you can use for digestive issues. And I've seen a number of videos online about just for skin issues. Somebody posted that they can take off the bags on your eyes. So if you're an essential oil collector, and you're using your essential oils as kind of your first defense for anything health related, all of these things are necessary to have. but there are some specific health issues that Yarrow can assist with, and we can talk to you about those personally. I haven't actually tried this one yet. This is the Spa doTERRA Hydrating Body Mist. You know, us guys don't generally get excited about the spa products, but that smells good. I like that. But I saw in one of our the groups that we follow, a person indicated that they liked to use this before intimacy, and it was a joyful experience. Haven't actually proven that yet, and I'm not going to tell you when I do prove it, because that's personal. All right, last three. And I'm just going to put these out in order of, just the last three that I'm excited about. So pink pepper. This is a really interesting backstory on this one. Pink pepper comes from the two locations, Kenya and somewhere in Central America. And basically the trees weren't really doing anything. The pepper trees would grow their peppercorns and they would fall to the ground, and that's it. But doTERRA came around, they studied the properties of a distilled essential oil from pink pepper, found that, hey, you know what, this is actually really beneficial. And so they've now given these people who have these pink pepper trees the ability to make some money and support their families. Pink pepper has been out for a little while. It came out as an LTO, a limited time only oil, recently, and it was designed, it smells sweeter than black pepper. It's good for similar things like inflammation. Somebody recently had put pink pepper and green mandarin in water and drunk that together, and I thought that was interesting. But again, for the collectors, this is great. For anybody suffering with joint issues, this is something that you might want to try. Green mandarin. This is another cool sustainability story, so doTERRA has released red mandarin essential oil, which is right here. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this in a second. But this comes from the ripe mandarin. This comes from the unripe mandarin. Now, part of the unriping, why do you harvest from unripe, or why do you distill oils from unripe mandarins? Is because when the harvesters are going to these trees, they actually have to thin them out in order to make sure that the red mandarin grows, it's actually sweet. So there's that thinning process, and in the past, the green mandarin was just discarded. Again, doTERRA came around and was like, hey, let's study the beneficial properties of the distilled oil from green mandarin, and found that it was also beneficial. So it's just another cool citrus oil to have in your arsenal. And both of them are just delicious smelling. Red mandarin's still kind of an LTO item. Green mandarin is now officially part of the offerings. All right, lastly, and this is taking forever, but you know, these products are, I'm trying to condense like 4 hours worth of stuff into 15 minutes, is turmeric. We've all heard, if you're at all a health person, you've read about the beneficial properties of turmeric powder. Now we take that and we make that into an essential oil. The aroma is not that appealing. So this is not something that you diffuse in your house. This isn't something that you add to a diffuser blend, at least not that I know of yet. I have to do a little discovery there. So it has an interesting aroma. It's not delicious smelling, but turmeric has these anti-inflammatory properties that you've read about on online, and this is actually something good to add to your to a soft gel or to a veggie cap as part of your regimen if you're dealing with any of those issues. All right, and then we're talking. This is October 2018 only, but when you get a convention kit, doTERRA will also give you 3 citrus oils, 5 milliliter oils, and a Car Diffuser for free, just by buying that convention kit. And you get red mandarin, you get kumquat, and clementine. So again, for the collectors, this is like This is a great assortment of citrus oils to have on hand. And so any of you who are like, I have every single doTERRA product and I love it, well, now's the time to get the new convention oils, get the free citrus oils, and then you are stocked with everything. So that's having everything in your arsenal. I hope that this has been enjoyable for you and informative, and we're happy to answer any questions offline that you might have. Thank you very much for being online with me today. Bye.